Happy New Year and welcome to another episode of the Good News Network. My name is Luke Speckman.
And I'm Brandon Speckman.
And we're so grateful you've joined us today as we celebrate the incredible ways God has moved at the close of 2025 in our family of churches. And to kick off this year, which is themed Love in Action, we have tons of stories to share.
From life-changing conferences to unexpected challenges, how did God show up in a remarkable way this past year? Stick around to hear all about it. Trust us, you won't want to miss this. Starting in Sydney, Australia, this past month, disciples across Austral China World Sector gathered for their long-awaited conference entitled Born to be Wild. And what a memorable weekend it was. The conference started off with an exciting rugby tournament, followed by unforgettable events including an international night, the Talent No Talent show, various sessions packed with spiritual wisdom, and so much more. They witnessed 5 appointments, 5 baptisms, and even a beautiful conference wedding that truly reflected the love and unity of God's family. What a weekend of encouragement, unity, and faith.
This past month, the Promised Land virtual conference brought disciples from the Northeast U.S. and Middle East together online for worship and to equip them with teachings from spiritual heroes around the globe. Our amazing movement leaders, Dr. Raul and Linda Moreno, delivered a convicting lesson entitled Leaders of This Generation at the conference, which stirred so many hearts. Let's take a look.
For Christ's love compels us because we are convinced that one died for all, therefore all died. And he died for all, that those who live us should no longer live for themselves, but for him who died for them and was raised again. See, point number 2. What makes you spiritual? Service because of gratitude. See, point number 1 is radical gratitude. Point number 2 is service because of gratitude. See, here it says that we do what we do because Christ's love compels us. We evangelize because Christ's love compels us. We want to evangelize the world in our generation because Christ's love compels us. It's the motor. It's the reason. It's what obligates us to do what we do. We do what we do because it's the love of Christ that fuels us. He's the gasoline. We're so grateful, and that because of that, we're going to risk our lives and do whatever it takes to evangelize the world.
The disciples left feeling inspired, grateful, and looking forward to all that God is going to do in 2026. There are sure to be many more opportunities for global fellowship this coming year, and very soon will be the Southern Africa Leadership Conference, January 22nd through 25th in Johannesburg, South Africa, and the South American Missions Conference on February 6th through 8th in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
We also want to take a moment to say a huge thank you for your special missions contribution this past fall, and also express our gratitude to all who served the poor, fed the hungry, and gave generously during our Mercy Toy Drives. Because of your love in action, day after day, new souls are being reached, churches are being fortified, and with the Toy Drive, thousands of children in need have received gifts this holiday season all around the world. Together, we are making a lasting difference, and we look forward to all that we will accomplish in the months ahead.
Next up is a special announcement coming from our International College of Christian Ministries.
Hi family, my name is Dr. Andrew Smelly, and I'm seated next to my beautiful bride, Patrick, and we have the privilege to be the new Chancellor and Vice Chancellor for the International College of Christian Ministries. We're excited to share with you all that God has in store for 2026.
So we've made some significant changes to ICCM, and the first one relates to the curriculum. We've updated all of the classes. We've looked at them to make sure that each and every one of them are centered on God, because we want to make sure that each and every student that graduates from ICCM has a thorough knowledge of the Bible, they are skillful, and that we produce spiritual leaders of high integrity and excellence.
Amen.
The second change that we've made to ICCM is that we've added a 5th track to the already 4 that we have. And that new track is Global Internet Ministries, because we want to make sure that we evangelize the invisible continent.
It doesn't just stop there. We've added a 3rd year to the ICCM curriculum so that students can now specialize in each one of those 5 ministry tracks. Of course, that includes church leadership, shepherding, administration and law, charity services, which we get to serve through our Movement's Benevolent Arm, Mercy Worldwide, and finally, the Global Internet Ministry. And if that's not enough, we're adding an internship at the end of the year so that now students can use that specialty program in their particular world sector or even outside their world sector. Please pray for us as we dream for God to do even greater things. As the motto of ICCM states, Venia et Veritas.
Grace and truth.
We're excited about the upcoming changes in ICCM. Another great announcement is the release of our First Principles app, now on the App Store and available in 5 languages. This tool is designed to help us study the Bible with others and build lasting convictions, so be sure to download it today.
And now, we'll turn it over to our brother Christian in the Miami church for a day in the life of a disciple.
If you had asked me 2 years ago, like what I would be doing, this is not at all, like this is not at all the thing I thought I would be doing, right? You know, is making Jesus Lord over everything. And I mean everything. My name's Christian, was baptized May of 2024. My family is my wife, Meg, the love of my life, mi amor, for the Spanish speakers. We've been married for 4 years, and we have a house together out in Sunrise. My mom lives up in Boca. She's the best cook I know. My dad lives here in Fort Lauderdale as well. He's who I've modeled my character after. Real stand-up guy, high integrity, high character dude. And he's awesome. No children, not yet. You know, God willing. Potentially, I hope to have children soon. My mom was studying the Bible, on and off, but she comes to church with me all the time. She comes to Bible talk. She bakes delicious desserts for Bible talk, you know. My mom keeps coming with me to church, to Bible talk, and it makes me so encouraged. It makes me so happy, you know, when I pick her up and take her. And yeah, I'm praying that she continues to study the Bible and continues to open her heart to God. My dad was studying the Bible as well. He was challenged by God's word, you know, as we all are. And you know, it kind of challenged his heart a little bit in a way that he wasn't really happy about. He didn't really like. So right now he's not studying the Bible, and so that's something that I'm praying about as well. My wife Meg has not studied the Bible. You know, I've offered it to her, and you know, I think it's something where I'm learning patience. So I'm learning to pray and just to let God really move her heart. And you know, a lot of the challenges that she faces, I'm learning to just trust in God and that He will be able to, in His way, overcome those challenges. So I just started leading a Bible talk here at my house every Tuesday, and it's been growing. We baptized Armando a few months ago, and then Charles and Marco got baptized. His wife, Josh, just got restored. Josh's wife, Val, was baptized recently, last week, and I anticipate a lot more. So it's been great. These past few months have been amazing with how it's grown, how I've grown, how I've been learning, how people have been teaching me as well. So when I think about leading the Bible talk, and my wife isn't really an active part of it, the first thing that comes to my mind is trusting that God's going to figure it out. If you ask me, I have no idea what His plans are, how He's going to make it work, but somehow He makes it work. You know, somehow God like puts everything in place where it works really smoothly. Every now and then, my wife Meg joins the Bible talk lesson, and she likes it, and she engages, which is awesome to see. Really cool, you know. I would say it's trusting that God's going to figure it out on the back end. I was doing the coffee at church, and that was a lot of fun. I don't do it as much anymore, and I found because I was bringing my mom to church a lot. She lives up in Boca, so that's like a whole hour and a half drive. But I do it for my mom because I love my mom, you know. Bringing visitors to church as well has taken time away from me being able to do coffee. So while, you know, I love serving coffee to people and, you know, putting smiles on people's faces, I think, you know, Bringing visitors, bringing my mom to church has taken a little bit of a priority there, but the coffee's still delicious. Something I'd say, if a disciple comes to me and they're having a hard time, something I would say is to just recognize a lot of us are struggling, having a hard time. You're not alone, the only perfect church is the one with no people in it. And so because of that, everybody's got struggles. We're all just beggars leading other beggars to the food. And so, we can be there in the fight with each other, knowing that it's not us that's going to get us through it. It's God that's going to get us through it. So patience, relying on God, trusting in God, getting into the Word, letting God soften our hearts. It's not us that takes a heart of stone and makes it a heart of flesh, but rather God, letting God soften that heart of stone is the encouragement that I would give to a disciple having troubles and challenges. It's what I've learned in my life.
Thank you so much, Christian, for sharing your life with us. And now it's time for good news from around the world.
Beginning in the Africanus World Sector in Raleigh, North Carolina, we have a story of two women with unshakable faith. It begins with our sister Erica, a graduate student who was one of the first baptisms of the Raleigh mission team. And although she was very young spiritually, she stood firm through the departure of the team last year. And now, God has richly rewarded her faith. On November 30th, Erica was able to baptize her childhood friend, India. They traveled all the way to the DC church from Raleigh that Sunday, overflowing with joy, and their story shows that when we remain faithful, God works miracles beyond what we could ever imagine. Welcome to the Kingdom, India.
Another inspiring conversion story coming from Washington, D.C. is that of Jared, a college freshman and student athlete who was once a Mormon. But when he encountered disciples and began studying the Bible, his heart and mind were radically transformed. On December 14th, Jared was baptized into Christ, and since then, he's been on fire for God, boldly sharing his faith and convictions with those around him. Congratulations, Jared, and welcome to the Kingdom.
In the Latin America World Sector, we have the news of a miracle that began in Dubai and is now bearing fruit in Chennai, India. It all began when our brother Titus from the Dubai church reached out to his sister Beulah in Chennai, attempting to connect her with disciples there. However, after some Bible study, she decided she was not ready and stopped studying. After months of persevering love from Titus and the sisters in Chennai, a miracle happened. Beulah returned alongside her husband Solomon, who was once resistant to the church and a persecutor. They decided to study the Bible together and were profoundly impacted through the first principles. The angels in heaven rejoiced as finally they both made Jesus Lord of their lives and descended into the waters of baptism. Welcome to the family, Solomon and Beulah.
Moving over to our Sages World Sector, a similar story echoes across the world in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a mission team that has doubled in size this past year. Camry was met by mission team member Francesca, and after over a year of outreach and perseverance, turned herself in. She came to realize that she needed God and to be a part of His church, and she was baptized this past December. And there are so many more stories like this that help us see that there is always hope, and God's timing to save a soul is perfect.
So amazing. Now, our AMS ministries have truly thrived in 2025. We want to celebrate our brother Aken Lewis of the Lagos, Nigeria church. Aken is a veteran Nollywood actor, producer, director, and he was recently honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award by the Theatre Mania Africa for over 52 years of impact in the arts. What an incredible testament to his dedication. Also, in the London church, they celebrated two talented sisters at the Dangor Awards ceremony. The night kicked off with an uplifting performance by the Sold Out Collective Choir, setting the tone for the evening. Our amazing sister Michelle Williamson was recognized for her exceptional leadership in women's ministry, and Tyro Ojo was also honored for her outstanding work in community food distribution.
Also in London, our brother Benjamin Ella recently performed his final show with the Royal Ballet as the Nutcracker after 17 years of professional dancing. As he prepares to welcome his first child, we honor him and each of these exceptionally talented disciples for their excellence and unwavering commitment to shining bright for God. It is so inspiring to see disciples being celebrated for their remarkable contributions, both in their industries and within the faith community.
So amazing. In the Northern Federation World Sector, we also carry bittersweet news. Our dear sister Nikki from the Portland Church, who we featured in the Day in the Life segment months ago, has recently gone on to glory. Though we mourn her loss, her memory will continue to inspire us.
Thank you for sharing your life with us, Nikki. We can't wait to meet you again in glory.
What a beautiful light she gifted us with. To close today's episode, we journey into the Promised Land World Sector, and we want to lift up the Boston Church, which has experienced multiple miracles this year. With 65 baptisms, 40 of them from the campus ministry, and record-breaking attendance 4 times, God is clearly at work. But the most faith-building story comes from the holiday season. Mid-December, just days before their Christmas service, their leaders received alarming news from the police about a threat targeting their church service. Despite this threat and 6 inches of snow, the church gathered in full force that Sunday morning. With 160 disciples, they welcomed a record attendance of 228 people, and they closed their service with 2 powerful baptisms of married couple and former collegiate athletes, Christian and Chelsea. It's a great reminder of God's protection and the deep convictions of His unshakable kingdom to never shrink back. Please pray for the Boston Church and all of our churches worldwide as they boldly continue to gather and grow, unwavering despite the opposition.
Thank you for joining us for this month's episode of the Good News Network. Be sure to share this with your friends and family so they can experience these modern-day miracles happening in the lives of everyday people. Don't forget to follow us on social media for daily updates on good news from around the world. This is Luke and Brandon Speckman signing off from the Good News Network.
The best news you'll ever see.